All right. The running back situation would be in dire need if we were playing a game next week. Two running backs. Fortunately, they're your top two running backs are in spring camp, but more reinforcements are coming in August.
Yeah, and I do think that you're going to have to lean on a pretty deep room here. It has taken a hit with some injuries. A guy that we were really looking forward to is guy Sean Dollars. Sean got hurt. It looks like he's going to be back sometime during the season, maybe right at the beginning, kind of close to that, but he's not going to be right. Obviously, you want a guy like that to go through spring ball, to go through a good offseason conditioning and really go into fall camp at full speed. And that's not going to be the case for him. So that hurts because, again, I think people are more excited about him maybe than some other players, but it really helps having the top two running backs. You just said it. I mean, you're going to go into this year with possibly the best running back combo on the West Coast. I would say that these two running backs do a better job as a tandem than almost anybody else, which is important because they're not going to last. Once somebody's going to get hurt, obviously somebody's bound to have an injury at some point. But I do think that when you have an opportunity like this right now, where your third running back gets hurt, now somebody's got to step up. Somebody's got to fill that void. We also had players leave. Cyrus Habibi-Likio, who was definitely the third running back, who was the short yardage back. He went to the transfer portal and went to Boise State. So it's one of those deals where having CJ really changes the dynamic. This is a guy that I do think has next level potential. He's built like a running back who could go to the next level for sure. He's 5'10", 210. Can run between the tackles, good breakaway speed, can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's your prototype, great West Coast back. And then Travis Dye is the other guy who's just very, very good football player, comes from a very good football family, does a lot of really good work with the ball outside on the edges. Feels like he gets tripped up a little bit inside the tackles, but it feels like he's just one step away from breaking it. So the guy who I would actually tend to look for that might fill that void is Cross Patton. And Cross Patton's dad is Big Boy of the rap group Outkast, who is very famous, did a Super Bowl, halftime show. But Cross Patton is a unique individual because he's done a lot of really good work on scout teams since he's been here. And he's one of these guys who's been praised over and over and over and over by coaches for running the scout team. So that's usually a unique sort of situation when somebody comes into that role where they've done so well on the scout team that coaches are going to be willing to trust them. He's very small. Cross is very small, much smaller than the other guys. But I think he might be able to get some love. Now, there's another guy, Trey Benson. He's a younger guy, came in last year as a freshman, and he's a bigger running back. He'll be able to get some touches as well. But you're right. Right now it's a little depleted. Your number 3 leaves. Your next number 3 gets hurt. So you're going in with 2. I do think that having those 2 are going to be fairly decent for them, but you never know how this goes at the end of the year. So.